I was in a relationship for about a decade that required me to make myself smaller and smaller and smaller because I realized that by showing up as my authentic self, it was threatening to my partner. It made my partner feel bad about his own inadequacies. Okay. And so what I realized was, first of all, there was no amount of shrinking that I could do that was ever going to be satisfying to my partner, because essentially that's an inside job. The only time he's ever going to be satisfied is if he actually would do the inner work to start loving himself. And then and only then would he be in a place to be in a relationship where he's not, requiring other people to shrink themselves. Also, I realized because of that, because of his inadequacies that he felt within himself, my light was very threatening to him. And it was like holding up a mirror of like where he was falling short. So then I essentially became his punching bag. And this is what happens in the relationship dynamic. If you're in a relationship with a man that feels inadequate, has a lot of self-hatred, they see you being able to love yourself, or at least be able to have some sort of light, like you've hung on to that, and I think men in our culture are raised to like stuff it down, don't feel, and I think unfortunately that makes them like snuff out their own light. And so what is really threatening is when you have some light of your own. And so basically they do what in relationship to you, what they learn to do to themselves, which is snuff out your own light. And it's very dangerous because the smaller you get, the more emboldened that they get. So like with abuse, it doesn't start off abusive. It starts out wonderful. It starts off with love bombing. But as time goes on and you're conditioned to get smaller and smaller and smaller, guess what? As you get smaller, they get bigger in terms of how abusive they get. So over time, if you keep going on in this relationship, in this dynamic, and you keep shrinking yourself, they're going to get more and more abusive until you or they, usually you, starts to see the insanity of it all and does something about it. And for me, that was working on my self-worth and finding my voice and learning to set healthy boundaries. I'm Kirby. I'm a recovering people pleaser. That's how I crawled out of my own personal hell. If you struggle with that or something similar, like and follow for more, or book a one-on-one coaching session with me. And I hope that helps. Take care.